following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making their way to the ring, World Wrestling Flashbacks!
And NYC84 wants to know, what are some of your fondest memories of like those guys in the Kliq, if you will?
I didn't really even have any like fond memories. I mean, it was just, it's what you did. It's almost asking somebody, like, when you go to work, like, how is it hanging out? I mean, we were just doing the grind. Yeah, I mean, right. It wasn't like, I mean, like, dude, I was there before Hunter. Like, when Hunter came in, I was there for already like a year and a half, 2 years. I got in 94. Paul came in like mid 95, and he brought Joni in too. So I mean, it was, and like I said, I knew Scott, and we traveled from the 94 era. He was like my traveling buddy. That's how I was running with those guys. It wasn't like I'm trying to run with those guys. It's like, okay, I need a ride.
Natural thing.
I couldn't rent a car.
Right. Yeah.
So Scott's like, well, I'm by myself. Come drive with me, puss. So that's, I mean, it's literally like that simple. Like, people think it's like this crazy thing. It's like, hey, I need a ride. Oh, you need a place to go? Okay, cool. Come with us.
Do you think people like romanticize or sort of like
totally
over embellish the Kliq, dude. And then like BSK and like all that sort of, like all those,
because it was all real, but at the same time, a lot of it's just bullshit. It's like people go to work. You have a couple of people you rather hang out with instead of, you rather hang out with these people on the right instead of these people on the left, for whatever reason, because maybe you guys are into the same shit, whatever. It wasn't that big of a deal. And all like 20 years later, we're still talking about this shit. Dude, it wasn't that exciting then. I don't know why it's still exciting today.
I think a lot of the stuff that WWE like produces and puts out, that sort of
they're just
puts like the Kliq on like a pedestal as like a group, And they always talk about the curtain call and things like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they talk about the curtain call now, and I was at the curtain call, really? But fucking Paul got fucking punished for that. He almost got fired for that. You know what I mean? Hunter was supposed to win King of the Ring.
That's right. That was the year that it went over to Austin.
To Austin, yeah. And I remember being there, dude, and there was a lot of heat. So, and it was a dumb move, but he was trying to fit in. He was a mark trying to fit in, dude.
Yeah,
Hunter was the biggest poser of all time. Still is. I mean, he's a decent work or whatever, but dude, I know who he is. He's a scumbag.
Do you think he would have had the longevity that he's had it not?
Absolutely not. Not even a chance, dude. I mean, he was roided up huge. Still is, which is fine. Whatever, I don't care. But there's no way you could say, "Oh, what are you, bitter of it?" No, but it's what it is. He was built for, he knew what he wanted. From day one, he knew what he wanted. His ultimate goal was to be where he is, and it was all, whether it's with Stephanie or not, I don't know how their relationship is, but it was calculated. That was his goal since the minute he stepped foot on that company.
You mentioned obviously like he brought Joni, Chyna into the company. Were you around when she was introduced into the company? And how was she? And unfortunately, obviously, she's since
she was great. She was great. She was a sweetheart. She was a sweetheart. I mean, they were good people at the beginning, at the forefront. I mean, very humble, very good, hardworking people. Joni was, she'd gone through a lot of shit. She was a good girl, worked really hard. She kind of bet all her shit on Paul. And, when the Chyna thing because that was his way to get in. Like, he brought her around, she was one of Walter's students, Walter Kowalski. So he started, I remember before she even got her job, she was traveling with us at times when we did the local, because he's from New Hampshire, I'm from Connecticut. He'd pick me up at home. He'd come by my crib, pick me up, we'd go on the road. So there was a lot, just a lot of, a lot of shit, dude.